Years of effort to halt illegal logging are finally showing signs of success in some places, but in tropical forests around the world, illegal logging continues to flourish. The volume of illegal logging in Guyana is uncertain. Some people estimate that it is quite high, while others, including the Guyana Forestry Commission, consider it to be very low. Large-scale deforestation causes much damage, but when it is illegal, problems are even more serious. Illegal logging deprives governments of revenue, robs local communities of the resources they depend on, damages forest ecosystems, and encourages conflict. Illegal logging is an indication of unclear ownership and poor management of forests. It flourishes in areas where rule of law is weak and corruption is common. Widespread high and low-level corruption is a key reason why illegal logging is so difficult to stop. Products made from illegal timber are traded all over the world and are hard to track. They may be part of the paper you use, the benches you sit on, the lumber used in building projects, or any of hundreds of other products. So what needs to change? The first step is to improve the way forests are owned, used, and managed. This is often referred to as forest governance. Good forest governance is characterized by respect for human rights. All forest-related decisions that are made must reflect internationally accepted norms and standards for human rights. Strong coordination. How government departments work among themselves and with others in a very cooperative way. Accountability and responsibility. How persons in positions of responsibility respond or answer to the public for the decisions they have made and the results of these decisions. Transparency. How much access persons have to information. Participation. How involved people are in decision making. And capacity. How much time, money, and knowledge people have to be involved. Law enforcement is key to good governance. But implementing bad laws can be worse than not having a law in the first place. It is important, therefore, that all stakeholders are involved in the improving of forest-related laws, fighting corruption, and strengthening the rights of communities living in and from the forest. To improve forest governance and reduce or halt illegal logging, the European Union, EU, has an action plan which brings together measures to address forest law enforcement, governance, and trade. For short, this is referred to as FLEGT. A key part of the FLEGT is the Voluntary Partnership Agreements. Voluntary Partnership Agreements, or VPAs, are legally binding trade agreements between timber-producing countries and the EU. A key part of every VPA is the legality definition. This definition should be based on laws ensuring social, environmental, and economic sustainability. Uniquely, the VPA represents agreements between governments, private sector, and local NGOs. In most countries, it is the first time local NGOs and sometimes local communities are directly involved in negotiation of policies. Importantly, local NGOs and communities have been able to appoint their own representatives in all VPAs signed to date. With agreed representatives, decisions are more likely to be implemented in the long run. Since the VPA gives timber-producing countries improved access to buyers in the European Union, governments that have traditionally ignored civil society and had little respect for the rights of forest communities now have an economic reason to change their behavior. Guyana has such an economic motivation to develop a VPA. 16% of the income from timber exports come from timber that is sold on the EU market. A commitment to negotiate a VPA is also set out in the agreement between Guyana and Norway to reduce deforestation and fight climate change. The VPA negotiations between Guyana and the EU started formally in December 2012. A multi-stakeholder body that is meant to ensure broad participation, the National Technical Working Group, was created. But some Amerindian communities have raised concerns about the lack of information and space for participation in the process so far. While there is still time, it is important that Amerindian communities who live in and depend on the forests are participating in the process of deciding what the VPA should look like. And when the VPA is agreed, we must participate in the monitoring of how it is implemented. Amerindian communities have a right to a say in trade and development of forest resources that may affect our livelihoods, freedoms, and way of life. This is an opportunity for Amerindians to become involved and have their rights respected.